You want to see how I created this look? Stay tuned. Welcome back, you guys. Today we're doing an invisible part sew-in. My client came with her hair prepped already, and here I am sectioning her hair off for her braid down pattern. The braid pattern that I chose for the front of her head was a vertical braid pattern. So, with that being said, I ended up doing a beehive braid pattern in the back. So I connected all of the braids in the front into one braid doing the beehive. Here I chose to sew down a weaving cap. That way her sewing will actually last a little bit longer than without it. And it's actually protecting her hair as well. So I do this around the perimeter of her hair. And then I proceed to cut off the excess lace. Now let's begin sewing. So we're finally reaching to the top. We're almost there, you guys. Almost there. I will be back when it's time to work on the invisible part. The moment you all have been waiting for, the invisible part section. Right here, we're going to measure off how much hair we need. And I do cut the hair at this point just because I do want it to be a lot flatter rather than doing the flip over method. Now, I did do the flip over method throughout the entire head except for the invisible part portion. So here you'll see me cut the hair. And this is the only time you'll see me cut the hair is during the invisible part section. Sorry if you hear my daughter in the background, you guys. And once again, we begin sewing everything down. And it may look, kind of funny in the beginning once you start doing it, but as you proceed, you will see it all come together. And like I said, this weaving cap, you guys, helps out a lot. If you don't use a weaving cap, you'll have gaps. I'm not a fan of gaps at all. I like everything to be seamless and all that jazz. Now, my client, she may have a hard time with scratching her hair, but that's okay. That is okay. the same thing I did on my left side, I did on the right side. So I'm just going ahead and finishing off the invisible part by stitching down the right side. No, I did not bring any hair over from the left side. I measured and cut the hair to the exact length that I was going to need in order to do the invisible part. And right here, I'm just finishing up with making a closure here, and this beauty will be all set and on her way.